Hello, everyone. Welcome to Versus. It is Versus Land versus Sea for the National Science Policy Network Symposium. We are so excited to be here with you tonight. This is the first show we have done in many months. So thank you all so much for being here with us. My name is Diana. I am the producer of this show, and I'm just here to do a quick welcome. Thank you for being here. You all are going to decide the winner of tonight's show. So get ready for that. All right. Well, please welcome the actual host of tonight's show. She is a goddess. You're going to love seeing her on stage. Please welcome Meg Pierson.
Oh, it's so fun to be alone. Oh, hello. My goodness, I didn't see you. I was just sitting here drinking, braless and alone, like most of you. But now it's time to turn the fuck up and welcome to Versus, the only show that has ever mattered. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so excited to see all of you, or not see you, but just trust that you're there, like most of my sexual partners. I am coming to you live from Virginia, where it is dicks up when I step in the party, which I don't do because it is a fucking pandemic. So I'm not about that life. But dicks do get up when I step out into Colonial Williamsburg right now. Not indoors. Calm it the fuck down. Yeah, because I got a place for your musket young George Washington. Mm. Meet me inside. It's a Hamilton reference for you. We're not even 2 minutes in, and I'm dropping the Hamilton references. But guys, it's been a few months, and you might not remember us. But here are the basics. We've got two teams, we've got two topics, and we've got one winner decided by you, our sweet audience. And how sweet and braless you are. And this month, friends, we have an amazing show courtesy of our friends at the National Science Policy Network. This event is part of their annual conference, which this year took place entirely online. Thank you so much for all you SciPol pals for being here tonight. And let us know where you're joining us from the chat. Please be vocal in that chat. Drink a lot and give us a lot of your opinions because we want to hear them. You can comment on my lipstick if you would like. I would like to hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to hear arguments from both sides, from professional scientific hype men joined by extra/actual professional experts in the field. And then you get to vote on the winner. Who did it best? Who argued their point better? Don't just vote for your favorite. I don't care who you want to bang because it's probably this girl. So don't vote for that. Vote for the one that kicked ass. Yes! Oh, yeah, man. So, guys, they are normally competing for a belt covered in the sweat of 1,000 victors and sometimes my very thighs. But tonight, they're competing for a virtual belt, which I've been told is worth about 500 houses on Animal Crossing. I still have no idea how Animal Crossing works, but it sounds like the creators of Barney tripped and then were like, let's do something where the elder millennials can feel like they own a home. Guys, special shout out to our hometown, Caveat NYC, the nerdy nightlife venue where this show was born. We miss hanging out with you all in person, and we so hope that we can party with you all there once it is safe to be in a dark, poorly ventilated basement together and not alone. Guys, those were the days. Ladies and gentlemen, I am about to intro our hype men, but I want to hear from you. So if there is a fun pun or like a sexy double entendre that I am missing, please put it in the comments. Lord knows you guys are clever as fuck. I know that you've got other things. So listen to what I say, but then add your own. So we're going to be reading the best ones later. So I'm excited. Guys, I have good news for you. It is definitely not just me up here on the screen. I need you to welcome to this screen right now a man that is gonna make your earth quake all night. A man who is ready to dig in and find that fertile soil. Get ready to plant on his face because repping the land, it's hype man Dustin Growick.
Yeah. Meg, I'm so excited to hear your voice once again. I'm a land-based animal, and I'm just excited to leave the competition high and dry.
Ooh, very nice. Well, let's bring on your competition right now, Dustin. I need you, ladies and gentlemen, to please welcome to the screen from your screens a man who knows a lot about that WAP because it's wet. A man, huh? What? Get you. Oh, hold on. A man who's ready to explore your Marianas Trench. And if I mispronounced it, meet me outside, bitch. A man that you listen, guys. You can't breathe with you when you're with him, but trust me, that actually makes it better. Repping the sea, hype man Zak Martellucci. Oh my gosh. Zak, you're muted.
I'm muted. I'm ready to kick some land ass tonight. Oh, off to a great start.
Yes. They actually have asses on land. They're called donkeys, and they're there.
That's right.
Yes.
Point team land.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have your boots and coats ready for this certified freak that you're about to see tonight. So guys, I don't have red cards and yellow cards tonight, but I do have these balls. So this one, the bronze one, is a warning. And then this one is gold. And maybe you can't see the difference, but I can. And if you see this gold one, you are fucking out of there. I can't even do the tech, but I will make sure that your MacBook closes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear, Dustin, who you repping tonight? Talk to us.
I'm clearly Team Land, as you can see in my little name down here, and that is because I'm a land-based animal. I've evolved from land-based animals. I'm living on land now, and I believe that the challenges we face today on land, we will eventually surmount, and our future is on land as well. But we'll get into that. Also, land is just obviously better because we're all on it right now, firmly planted, feet on the soil.
No. I am representing the most important team here tonight, Team C, the biggest set of ecosystems out there, which allow for a huge variety and diversity of life. Way better than the land, obviously. And don't even get me started about the amazing things out there. There's squid. I'm going to leave it there. They're a squid. Amazing.
Squid, you're squid. All right. Yeah. I mean, people talk about how diverse the seas and the oceans are, but soil itself, even land, like the actual physical soil of land is incredibly diverse, and it supports innumerable life forms, many of which we are only now starting to understand and to know and recognize how those are going to help us, most importantly, combat the challenges like climate change that we face today, moving forward, and for us to be able to sustain a growing human population here on land.
Okay, yeah. You say innumerable life forms. If you look at the ocean, that's like innumerable plus one. There are so many more things in the ocean. The ocean is so much more unknown, and therefore the opportunities are just endless. Whether we're talking about life itself or the resources to sustain life, you're gonna find the answers in the sea. Duh.
But we live on land. We're literally we're all on land right now, including segue, my expert who I need to bring out to the stage because she's going to do a way better job than myself to represent clearly the better substrate, the one you can actually walk on, I guess, unless you're Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, my expert for the evening, Ms. Annie Novak.
Yes.
Oh. Hello.
Hi, Annie.
Hi.
All right.
Crushing
Ready to talk about Earth?
I think we're probably in a moment. I'm excited about it.
But we're going to get into it. Zak, who's joining you tonight?
All right, my expert this evening, please welcome the amazing Melissa Christina Marquez. Tuning in all the way from Australia. Amazing.
Oh my gosh. Melissa, you're such a trooper. I am drinking, but you are drinking coffee? Yes?
Yeah, we'll pretend it's that.
Yeah.
Amazing. Guys, I am so pumped. We are about to kick this off. Land versus sea, the epic battle, the one that Captain Planet only had wet dreams about. And now what we're going to determine is who goes first. Which team will we hear from? Will it be land or sea? I have a coin here. For once in my damn life, I actually have a coin. And we are going to do a coin toss because that is what sports teams do. So let's pretend like it's the Super Bowl because this actually matters. And we're going, someone's pissed now. We're going to flip the coin. Dustin, I'm going to give you the rights to guess heads or tails.
Tails.
And in fact, it was tails. What? Dustin Growick's all about that tail life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can we go first? We want to go first.
Vagina. You want to go? You want to go first? Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, our first expert, our first topic. Give it up for land. Dustin Growick, take it the fuck away.
All right, now for a proper introduction to one of my heroes, an American treasure. She's the co-founder of the Eagle Street Rooftop Farm. This was the first commercial rooftop garden anywhere in the United States. She is a lover of all things plant, all things soil for over 15 years at the New York Botanical Garden. But most importantly, she is a woman who, during her last Versus appearance, ate a stick of butter like a goddamn banana. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Annie Novak.
Hello! Hooray! Hooray for being dirty and land. Thanks for having me. So I'm really excited to rep land. This is something that is very, very close to my heart as an urban agriculturalist. As Dustin mentioned, this is a picture of the farm that I run, the Eagle Street Rooftop Farm. It was the first commercial green roof farm in the country, and we're going strong 11 years later. I'm really, really excited about repping land, sort of through a long trajectory. I love food. Because I love food, I love plants. And because I love plants, like any good farmer, I quickly came to realize that at the heart of every good agriculturalist is a really deep passion for soil. Soil is incredible. I love everything about it. I love mountains and valleys. I love plains and plateaus. I love me some cliffs. I'm okay with canyons. There are even some calderas I like. But even all of those formations aside, at the absolute heart of it is dirt and simple sand, silt, and clay. Those three very clean ingredients. It's an unbelievable toolbox for an agriculturalist to work with. Then you get to add rocks and minerals and sediment, and suddenly you can make soil. And soil is magic. In the United States alone, as a deep agricultural nerd, I can tell you there are over a dozen regional categories of soil. This includes everything from our iron-filled rainbow streak sawdust soils, spotted soils of the more moist hardwood forests, all the way to my Midwestern favorite, the mollusk soils of the Great Open Prairie. And these are rich, loamy, beautiful soils, of which there are many other subcategories with names like constellations, your Abels and your Rendels, your Ustels and your Udals. Each of these is what makes our North American agricultural landscape so special. And through every inch of it, this soil teems with life. You've probably heard this statistic, and I hope you have, but I will show you a simple teaspoon of soil. In this small teaspoon alone, you have over 10 to 15,000 species, everything from microbes to fungi to protozoa to nematodes. In a handful of soil, you get more biodiversity than you do in the entire Amazon River Basin, and more individual microbes within that than there are stars visible in the sky or humans on Earth. And that's just, again, in a small handful of soil. This is where the party's happening tonight, actually. There's more action happening in this cup than there is in this lonely apartment. So water isn't, to me, nearly that exciting. Here I have some water. Not a lot happening. If we wanted to spice it up, I guess we could add salt. Oh boy, it's salt water now. Awesome. But if you add everything that soil can offer, that includes your sediment, your rocks, your minerals, copper, iron, manganese, boron, boom, suddenly it's a real party and life can happen. This is everything you need for life. So if you are a shallow thinker, you might think that our planet is a water planet. And that is actually the truth of it. If you took all of the water on land, in and above the Earth, you could roll it up in a ball and stick it right above North America, because most of what makes our Earth special is Earth. It's land. That's why we call it Earth, not planet water. And I was thinking about this a lot because I'm not a shallow thinker, I'm a deep thinker. And when I was looking into some of the most recent research on soils, it turns out that not only is microbial life present in a mere teaspoon of soil, but you can actually dig way deep down into the Earth. In fact, you can go to the deepest parts of the ocean, which everybody goes crazy about. You can dig 2.5 kilometers below that. And you can go to the surface of the Earth and dig 5 kilometers below that. And a group of scientists did this, and they studied this area of the Earth. That it's a new area. We're calling it the deep biosphere. The microorganisms there are incredibly weird. You get bacteria that can withstand temperatures 20 degrees Celsius above boiling. You see bacteria that are referred to as zombies because they haven't divided, aka had sex, for 1 million to 10 million years, but are still alive. And you have bacteria that look like chloroplasts, but actually aren't doing anything with sunshine. In fact, they're just eating rock, which is the most beautiful land creature I've ever heard of. And all of these together make up about 23 billion tons of carbon mass, which is twice the volume of all of the oceans combined. And that's what's living right below land and right below water. This is something that has given science a whole rethink about where life on Earth is. At this point, we now think about 70% of all bacteria and archaea live in that subterranean surface, which is incredible. So I know we always get really excited about the ocean as a place where life started. Again, I'll remind you that part of how that's able to happen are all of these land particulates that are in the mix. And then the reality is life started in deep sea volcanic vents. So really what they were doing is starting clinging to wet volcanoes. Not only is there, actually, I have another prop, don't worry. We're gonna go ahead and pretend that this bread is life on Earth, and we're just gonna divide it between, we've got land-based animals and we have water-based animals. And actually, to give you a better representation, get it nice and wet. This feels so gross, but it's so worth it. Land creatures make up about 80%, and ocean-bound creatures, water creatures, make up about 20%. So there's your visual. Excellent. So for about 125 million years, we've been steadily making the best of land ever since we crawled out of the water. And I would argue that, in fact, that's actually given us a lot of opportunities to become more intelligent. One of the neat things about water, of course, is that you have a three-dimensional space. So if you're trying to evade predators, you can move all up and down and all around. But really what that kind of limits you to is strategies where fast is the most important. But if your species evolves in a two-dimensional area like land, although that's a little bit prohibitive, it actually helps with the development of strategies, advanced cognition, complex planning, strategizing multiple factors and deciding between them. So if you're on land, true, it's a lot less area to move around in, unless you're a bird or an insect, but it means that you're developing more intellectually. The other thing that I want to point out is that although water is really cool, one of my favorite things about being a human being is that we invent all sorts of cool tools. So for example, this is something that has to be one of the greatest things that humans have ever done, and it clearly doesn't work in water, so what's the point of living in water? And then lastly, I really think that, I know and I want to respect, I love oceans. I love the fact that there's whale song and that we know a lot about dolphins being intelligent, they communicate too, but the reality of communication is it's a lot easier on land. You have a huge diversity in song. You have huge diversity in the amount of projection that's able to happen with your sound waves, how loud you can be, how soft you can be. And the reality of communicating water is it's really hard. Like if I was going to try and end my talk right now, you can hear me make my last point, or I could try and make the point this way. You can't hear me, so why would I do that? What I want to say lastly, my final paragraph about water versus land. You saw at the top my photo of my rooftop farm, and in all seriousness, rooftop farm is a green roof, right? And the chief benefits of being a green roof in New York City is that we're a city that has the second longest coastline of any in the world, second only to Hong Kong. We have close to 600 miles of coastline. So I'm really sensitive to the fact that where I work, let me just start that from the top, but it's real quick. One of the things I'm sensitive to, being a rooftop farmer who works on a green roof, is the fact that New York City is it's a city of islands. We have the second longest coastline of any city in the world, second only to Hong Kong. And as I'm up there green roof farming, I'm recognizing the fact that we have huge issues with stormwater runoff, because everywhere that you build a building, or you build a sidewalk or concrete pavement, you lose the absorption capacity of land. So as I'm farming and thinking about the water all around us and how special it is, because New York City truly has some of the most special water systems of any city in the world. It's part of why we're the best. The green roof work that I do is actually helping amend some of the stormwater damage that we get increasingly, of course, as climate change continues to tweak our weather system. So I do love land the best. I love the fact that the land that I love helps me steward and clean and take care of the water around me. But ultimately, as someone who's feet down on the dirt, as Dustin said, I will forever be fonder of Team Land. So.
Yes, give it up for
Yes.
Zach. Wow.
Your poor headphones.
Oh my
Filthy, and
god.
it's water's fault.
That's how you
Commitment.
commit to a bit. I'm here for it.
Honestly, I did that one time in a pool of water, and I wound up losing total hearing in one ear. So, fingers crossed.
I'm blind in both eyes.
Wow.
Amazing. All right. Team C, Zach and Melissa, any questions or clarifications for Team Land?
Melissa, do you have any?
I mean, I was gonna ask. So basically, you're saying that soil needs water, otherwise it's just dry dirt. Then, like, you kind of need some moisture in there, otherwise it's just dry.
No, au contraire. I think what I was noticing in this, I'll cite this again. The study came out in 2018, and it was explaining how there is this massive amount of biomass that's all under the ocean, under the earth, and then under the earth, under the earth. As far as I know, moisture is not a huge part of the equation there. And if that alone accounts for twice the volume of our oceans, I'm fairly impressed, and I think that we could do just fine without water.
Oh my god, you're just tripping. I'm like paying attention to you, but all I just see is water.
Yeah, Annie.
This guy I've had his days.
I'm very impressed, Annie. You obviously brought it tonight, but I have to wonder, like, this is your third time now on the Versus stage. And I believe the first two times you lost. So I'm just want to know, like, how do you know that you aren't just repeating history here with this?
Yeah, it's a strong problem that I have to face down, and every time I just have to fully commit to the fact that I truly love exactly what I'm talking about. So winning or losing this exact program, I'm gonna walk out, put my feet on the ground, hug me some dirt, feel healthy, not worried about it.
Love that.
Yeah.
All right.
I think after this, no matter who the winner is, we're all going to get ourselves very wet and then roll around in some dirt. Am I right?
In.
That's what I plan on doing just outside of Petersburg, Virginia. If you're here in Petersburg, come join me. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to take this time to give a quick shout out to some of the amazing comments from our audience members. We are getting some fucking gems. I'm so stoked. So we're going to take some turns reading them. Dustin and Zach, take a look. We got some comments here.
Yeah, the chat per usual is popping off. I'd like to highlight Mr. I assume, actually, we don't know if it's a man or a woman because I didn't see their avatar. R. Humphrey, Team Land, 100%. Look, there's a dating site for farmers only. There's no dating site called Seafarers Only. I rest my case.
Ooh, semen only? I'd visit. We'll see. Figure it out.
I'm just going to shout out William Oda here, who just says, really, it's all about the amphibians who own both. Why can't we all just be friends,
That goes directly against the premise of this show.
Just kidding. No, C's going to win. Yeah.
T. Davis, MD, brought up, he says, when was the last time astronomers got excited about finding evidence of land on another planet? True, we do look for water, but we generally look for that on rocky planets.
I love it. And also, I'm big fan of R. Humphrey, who said that this was the battle of the goat teas, greatest of all time, but also the facial hair on Zach and Dustin, and hopefully not mine. I left my razor
A little bit.
in Arkansas. And this is what happens. This is normal. Amazing. Guys, don't forget, if there is a fun pun or a sexy double entendre that I am missing, because Lord knows there are, put it in the comments. We will keep reading them as long as you keep posting them. And believe me, we want more. Ladies and gentlemen, we have heard from Team Land. Get ready to give it the hell up for our second expert in Team C, Zak Martellucci. Take it away.
Okay, everyone, hold on to your horses, hats, whatever you want to hold on to.
Horses.
My expert is amazing. She is a marine biologist who is currently getting her PhD at Curtin University in Perth, Australia. She specializes in sharks. Yep, the badasses of the ocean. She studies their habitat use and their movements. She's also an author, a TV presenter, a wildlife educator, a podcast host, and a major force on the SciCom Twitterverse. Please put your hands together for my expert repping C, Melissa Christina Marquez. Woo!
Thank you for that amazing introduction. Members of the audience, I would like to introduce to you to an environment that covers about 70% of our Earth's surface, has about 97% of our planet's water, and there we go, is home to millions of plants and animals, and is perfect for your Instagram vacay selfies. Please put your hands together for the ocean, a gorgeous continuous body of salt water with 5 major basins. The ocean and her coastlines are essential for all life on Earth, including us humans. How, Melly, you may be wondering? Thank you for the question, random audience member. Let's talk about numero 1. Who likes breathing? Yeah, I'm sure lots of you like breathing. In fact, take a breath right now. Thank the ocean for that. Phytoplankton and microscopic marine algae photosynthesize and are responsible for producing an estimated 50 to 80% of Earth's oxygen. Look at them percentages. More than land. Numero 2. Do you like seafood? Because the food is crucial. The ocean is crucial to food security and accounts for 20% of global animal protein consumption. Bam. Numero 3. About 90% of the world trade is carried by the international shipping industry, and many rely on passenger transports and tourism as well. So you can thank the seas for getting your pandemic-fueled purchases to ya. You're welcome. Plus, the ocean provides millions of livelihoods that contribute to trillions of dollars to local and global economies annually. And who doesn't like to see a little bit of money? So, essentially, the ocean rules. Now, so we are called Blue Planet for a reason, because this is a giant ecosystem that is vital to how our planet runs. It's bursting with wildlife and teeming with mysteries to be solved, and our oceans are home to all sorts of life, from tiny single-celled organisms to the blue whale, the largest living animal. That's right, land. We got the biggest and the smallest. Take that. So let's talk about some of the animals and structures that make it better down where it's wetter. And if you got that reference, get someone to nab you a cookie or something, because you're a winner, baby. First, let's talk about the deepest known area of our planet, in the oceans. Say hola to the Mariana Trench. It is the deepest point, and it measures about 7 miles long, aka a long dive down. You've also got the longest mountain range in the world, found underwater, stretches about 37,000 miles. The mid-ocean ridge runs along the center of the ocean basins, and it's said that this mountain chain is less explored than the surface of Mars or Venus. The sea is also home to the world's largest living structure, the Great Barrier Reef, measuring around 2,600 kilometers, and off the coast of gorgeous Australia, it can even be seen from the moon. Booyah! But Melly, the rivers and the lakes on land, they're awesome. Well, did you know that it's possible to find rivers and lakes beneath the ocean? When salt water and hydrogen sulfide combine, it becomes denser than the rest of the water around it. So it enables to form a lake or river that flows beneath the sea. So yeah, Team C has got you there. And we have the largest waterfalls on the planet in the ocean as well. What's that, Sir Shumps? Oh, I'm a history buff. And history stuff is on land, therefore you like it better? Nah. The sea can be described as the planet's mega museum. Why? Because there are more artifacts and remnants of history in the ocean than in all of the world's museums combined, which is on land. But pretty amazing, huh? Now let's talk about those pretty amazing animals that we see here. For example, the blue whale, magnificent, marine mammals that rule the oceans get up to 100 feet long, upwards of 200 tons. Their tongues alone can actually weigh as much as an elephant, and you can see their size comparison of an elephant with the blue whale, so quite big. We've also got the cutest animals like hermaphrodite nudibranchs, and if I ask you for a nude, these are the kinds I want you to send me. The pygmy seahorse, smaller than your thumbnail, and of course, the not as cute but still very important algae and marine bacteria. We also got animals that glow in the dark, like numerous jellyfish from around the world, the firefly squid, which only live for about a year, some species of sharks that use this kind of form of communication to be like, hey, call me maybe to each other, and bioluminescent bacteria, which light up our coastlines every now and then. And of course, speaking of cute and cuddly, the ocean are homes to tons of cutie pies like the bottlenose dolphins, famous for their welcoming smiles. And who could resist a cuddly sea otter, an adorable sea turtle, or the squishy yellow boxfish there in the middle? And if you look at the bottom right for that Dumbo octopus, it was so cute and so shy, it hid in its tentacles from the camera. But of course, with cute ones, we've got a few ugly ones too. And they're the ones that a face maybe only a marine biologist could love. You've got the stargazer, which I'm going to spare telling you the details about. It's just going to haunt your nightmares. That's fine. The goblin shark there, kind of adorable. They're pink. Anglerfish, and the frilled shark. All right. So we've got a few ones that we can deal with. But you know what? There's people who love that kind of stuff. And you know what else people love? Killer memes, and the ocean is killing at it with the awesome memes. I'm sure we've all felt the deep blobfish when it comes to Mondays, or the great white stepping on a Lego, and I mean, the sea turtle is kind of a whole entire mood for 2020. So by now I've told you how rad this ecosystem is, and it is so important that we need a healthy ocean if we stand a chance at reducing climate change impacts. Our ocean plays a central role in regulating our planet's climate, and much of the weather is shaped by the back and forth slosh of water in tropical oceans we've taken selfies by. They're a major heat and carbon sink. They currently absorb like 90% of heat and 30% of carbon dioxide emissions produced by our activities. They are so, so, so important. And it kind of does sound like a slow motion horror story, the kind of scary tales that you tell children around a campfire. But the science shows that it's happening and our oceans are being impacted by it. And despite regular discoveries by the ocean, more than 80% of it remains a mystery to us. We know more about our moon than we do about an ecosystem on our planet. That's fucked up. And it makes me wonder, you know, are we destroying animals and environments and structures that can lead to discoveries that can help us fight climate change, disease, any of that stuff? So in conclusion, or wrapping up, as the great marine scientist Sylvia Earle once said, no water, no life. No blue, no green. Basically, our ocean, our planet, is an ocean surrounded by land. And do you really want to argue with someone who was named a living legend by the US Library of Congress and has 29 honorary doctorates? Vote for the ocean if you like to breathe.
Yes! Give it up for Melissa and Team C!
Nice.
Yes. Amazing. Oh my gosh, that was delightful. Can I just say, anytime that people add cute animals to, like, I was even loving, it might be the wine. I did think the goblin shark was cute tonight. I'll be real. It might just be the loneliness talking, but you know, dicks up. All right, amazing. So let's go over to Team Land. Dustin and Annie, any questions or clarifications that you want to have?
Annie, do you want anything first?
Yeah, I had a quick question. So I'm under the impression that a lot of that a lot of the ocean, because it's saltwater, is not something that we necessarily use as a resource besides shipping around massive container ships full of shit we don't need. So that fresh water that we've got, most of that's locked up in glaciers,
Yeah,
right?
lots of it's up in glaciers. But it's one of those things where you just filter the salt out.
And glaciers are just like glaciers just like water trying to act like a landmass, right? Like, just like mountain.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
That wasn't really a question. It was just a leading statement.
Could try it.
That's my statement. Nah.
Dustin, anything on your end?
I didn't hear quite enough about humans' relationship with the ocean, so I'm curious to know how you guys feel we would actually survive if it were just seas.
I mean,
Good
have you ever
question.
seen Waterworld?
Yeah. The dry land is not a myth. We live on it.
Do you need me to demonstrate again how that would go?
Yeah, can you put your face back in the bucket?
The water? Yeah.
Yeah, in the water.
I think if we learned anything from Free Willy, it's that we can survive with things that live in the sea and that they'll protect us and jump over us sometimes. Lesson.
Yes.
Amazing. All right. Give it up one more time for Team C. Yes. Amazing. Oh my God. Shit. Y'all are being absolutely nuts in the comment section. Holy God. Can I hire some of you guys as freelance writers? Just kidding. I don't need you. Amazing. Guys, that was very mean. I do need you. Please still hang out with me and follow me on Instagram. Cool. Guys, let's read some of these comments. These are fucking great. Zach and Dustin, find something your highlights.
Mr. or Mrs. Humphreys coming at it again, saying, I mean, where do folks save their money? Bank of Atlantis went under years ago. That's
good.
That's good. I like that.
Brittany Beck also has some amazing puns. This is shrimply a jawsome promotion video for the sea.
Yes. Yes.
I also heard someone, Zach, you changed wardrobe and someone commented on that. Why are you not wearing a wetsuit?
Oh, I changed wardrobe. I forgot I did because I'm wearing the nudes she requested.
Oh,
Nude.
there we go.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.
You're doing full wardrobe changes while Annie is still pulling seaweed out of her eyeball.
I no lie, you guys. I just found an earwig out of my hair because, as you know, the soil is full of living creatures. Now it's on the bread.
Oh no!
Nice.
What a treat.
Nice.
You'll be feeling the effects of this
shouting.
night.
Wow. Wow.
And you're in a rental?
Yeah. Fully not my actor.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Guys, absolutely amazing. Oh, interesting point. Eve Villanova. Nope, that's not how you pronounce that, Eve. I'm so sorry. But what a lovely first name. Animals that can live 500 years, not in land, but in oceans, Greenland sharks. Those are fucking amazing. That is very true.
Heck
Those Greenland
yeah.
sharks. Good Lord. Guys, don't forget, if you're drinking and you're like, oh my God, I have something, that Shrimply gave me an idea and now I want to do this. There's still time, baby. Go ahead and put that in the comments. We want to hear from you. We are going to keep reading them as long as you keep posting them. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for what you have been waiting for, those counter arguments from our main men, our hype men. Ladies and gentlemen, repping Team Land, Dustin Growick.
Let's do this. We've heard some pretty good arguments from both sides. I've learned a lot already, but it is time to level up. When we talk about leveling up, it is not Team C, but it is Team Land that is here to level up. And I don't mean that just as a bad pun, like once land breaches sea level, it becomes land, which is a premise I don't buy in the first place, because that means under all that temporary water, there's just more land. So technically tonight should not be land versus sea. It should be land versus wetland. But I digress. I also mean land is the way, evolutionarily speaking, that you level up. So first and foremost, the group of animals that is more universally revered than any other, an undeniable gateway drug to science. And if you've ever met me, you know I was going to talk about dinosaurs tonight. Dinosaurs were the first major group of animals to completely abandon life in water and live solely on land. Fast forward 66 some million years later, and we have humans now. Now, you could argue whether or not we're the most intelligent species on this planet, but it is inarguable now we are the knowing stewards of the literal existence of thousands, if not millions, of other species of animals and plants on this planet. And that is a heavy burden, a heavy responsibility for a land-based animal when, like you guys said earlier, 70% or so of this planet is covered in water. So that's a heavy responsibility, but I am optimistic about the challenges that we are facing. Groups much like Annie and a Rooftop Farm are doing things. They're tackling the problems of climate change head on. So I'm optimistic about our abilities as a land-based species to be successful stewards of countless other, innumerable other species moving forward into the future, not just on this planet, though. Because I think the ultimate evolutionary leveling up would be for an organism to be able to leave the planet on which it evolved over millions of years and go set up shop on another planet. And so when we look up into the sky and we think about where in the maybe not so distant future we are going to start to live and colonize and utilize other spaces, we think about the moon, we think about Mars. What is the first thing that we are going to do there? We are going to terraform it. We are going to shape the land, because without land, we do not have life. And without land, we do not have life in a future, either on this planet or possibly elsewhere. So as a land-based animal that has evolved here and is currently figuring out how to tackle these immense challenges as a species, I have no choice but to be firmly, my feet and my flag are planted firmly for Team Land, and I hope you vote the same.
Woo! Oh shoot, give it up, Dustin Growick, Team Land. Amazing. All right, we got our second counter argument. Give it the hell up, Zak Martellucci, Team C.
All right, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to pretend I'm vamping through this because I'm having a really hard time getting it ready for you all. Here we go. I'm ready to talk about the ocean tonight and the sea that we love so much. Now, we mentioned earlier that the ocean is super unexplored, right? Like, just to give you some references, Dustin's like, we're going to go conquer and terrorize these other places. Terraform these other places. Like, yeah, why don't we do that to our own fucking planet first? Let's look at the oceans, because the world that we have here is so unexplored. If you look at this very simplified graphic here, you can see that the world's oceans are like 5% mapped compared to the moon or even Mars, someplace that we haven't even been yet. And the little that we actually do have of our planet's oceans are very, very hard to get to and hard to explore. And I want to dive into that a little bit and actually talk about some of the crazier places in our planet. If we dive deep, deep, deep under the ocean, right, thousands and thousands of feet down, you're going to get to this like very dark and cold and spooky place. And if you get down that far, you might think, like life can't exist down here, but that's not true, right? This weird ecosystem down here, these weird parts of our oceans, make for some of the most interesting and strange life forms that we have on our planet, right? Humans, we're a dime a dozen. There are like, 9 billion of us on our planet. But if you go down into the oceans, you're going to find some of the most strange animals ever found on our planet. You've got things like the barrelfish here, who has a clear forehead so that it can actually look through its own body upward at the silhouettes of the prey above it. You're going to find like giant isopods eating, like these giant bottom feeders eating the things that fall to the ocean floor. Fun fact, these guys are actually related to like the pill bug that is so fondly found in any soil. You also get things like the big fin squid here, which is a deep sea squid that has these really, really long arms, like 26 feet long. Or you're going to find things like this Pacific black dragon, this like ambush predator that uses like photophores, or like a bioluminescence essentially, to lure in its prey. Now, these are just some of the crazy animals that we have underneath this ocean that we're not normally exposed to on a day-to-day basis, but have a very, very important role in our planet. And, we know about these crazy animals because of the amazing explorers who have gone deep underwater. Now, these explorers aren't your classic like conquistador men, who only care about like money and power. No, like they're not here to like stick a flag in a planet and call it their own. They're dedicated to learning the secrets of the oceans, right? And sharing them with the world. People like Sylvia Earle, who Melissa mentioned earlier, right? Not only was she like the first female chief scientist of NOAA here in the United States, she was also named Time Magazine's first hero of the planet in 1998, right? She's amazing. She set some of the most intense depth records of any human at the time. And she dedicates her life to protecting the world's oceans, learning about them and sharing them with the world around us. In fact, she's gone so deep underneath the ocean that people sometimes call her Deepness, which I think is a great title. Anyway, ocean exploration isn't just, like randomly wandering in hopes of finding something. It's often about, helping out our future and thinking about the ways that we can sustain ourselves, right? The biological, the chemical, the physical, the geological, the archaeological aspects of our ocean and what we can learn. And if you're looking at the oceans, you can find so many interesting things. Like, for example, oh, here's Sylvia Earle again. I just love her. Anyway, if you look closely at our deep oceans, right, you can find things like these hydrothermal vents, right, and the unique life forms that they support. And maybe we can also learn about alternate forms of energy and other resources. Or we can become inspired by the life forms themselves, right, like these remora eels, right, that we can actually learn how to stick things better. I don't know how to say that better. It's like learning how to mimic what these animals do to create better robots. Or we can learn from these crazy creatures, these glass sponges, and learn how to build better engineering, how to engineer better structures. And there's so much more down there, right? There's new resources for medical drugs, for food, for energy resources, and other products. So when we look at the land versus sea argument that we have here tonight, who is really going to help us move forward, right? Who's going to help us with achieving a sustainable future? Who's going to help us find some of the most amazing animals on this planet, right? It's going to be the ocean. So do you want to be Sylvia Earle tonight? Or would you rather be Christopher Columbus? I'll leave you with that.
Oh, shit. Give it up, Zak Martellucci. Yes. The shade of it all.
Sorry about that.
Oh, damn. My goodness. All right, friends. If somehow you are only just now joining us, this is Versus. Welcome. This is the only show that has ever mattered. My goodness, Planet Earth. What? I'm not kidding. I am kidding. Not kidding. Planet Earth is doing great. Tonight, we are debating the ultimate question, land versus sea. So we are getting ever closer to that sweet, sweet moment when you, our delightful audience, I just got to hold these because they're very cool and it's hot as hell in here now. When you guys are going to be making the decision around who the fuck is going to win this battle. Guys, I just want to take a moment before we move forward. Just a quick reminder about our host tonight, the National Science Policy Network. Our show is the closing ceremony of their symposium, SciPol 2020. Give it up. Yes.
Woo!
This amazing group of people gathered early career scientists and engineers with a passion for science policy, advocacy, diplomacy, and justice. They just spent 2 days diving deep into their theme for this year's meeting, which is science policy for racial justice.
I'm so happy that we got to partner with you guys. If you guys want to learn more about the SciPol Network, it is scipolnetwork.org. Thank you for helping us have our first Versus show in over 6 months. You can also follow them on Twitter at SciPol Network.
Absolutely amazing, guys. Give them a follow, and we are getting ever closer to our audience endorsements, and we want to hear from who? You. So if you know who you're repping, start letting us know in the YouTube chat now. We want to get your thoughts. Is it going to be Team C? Is it going to be Team Land? Yes. All right, guys. But very first, before we get into that, it is game time, my friends. I'm so excited about this. We have a game that's title is perfect and very relevant to the game. The game is called, inspired by my most recent trip to Mount Vernon and Colonial Williamsburg. It's called 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. What a treat. So guys, here is what is about to happen. We are going to show you a video, and it is one of those reveal as it happens videos. So the photo itself is shrouded in mystery. Even I don't know. That's not true. I do know. Producer Diana, will become clearer as time passes by. So if you think that you know what the picture is, ring in by waving your arms frantically and saying, ooh, ooh, me. I will then call on you and the video will pause. You're going to have a chance to tell me what kind of animal this is. And here's the thing, friends. We need you to be slightly, but not terribly specific. Yes, we're going to take bug, but we don't need like praying mantis here.
Okay.
It could be just general bug to give you an idea. Now, if you guess wrong, everyone else will get a chance to guess, and you won't if you guess wrong. So you get the one guess. So I need you guys to be guessing carefully. Okay, so we're going to play a practice round here. Diana, I see that you have queued up the first video. Thank you so much. And hit it. All right, team. Let's see. What is it going to be? When you think you know. Yes. All right, we have Melissa.
Oh,
Is it a dog?
And let's see. And it is a dog.
I can always find a nice puppy.
Oh my gosh, same. I love a good dog.
Yeah,
Woo.
but nobody likes a wet dog.
Everyone
A
loves
wet
a wet dog.
True.
They love
don't
the
know.
beach. Let
I
them
like
live.
dogs all the time. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Listen, I think it's 2020. I don't think we need to talk about the wetness or the dryness of like dogs or like anything here. All right, Dustin. Just be excited when anything's wet around you. All right. Oh, that was so harsh, and I stand by it. All right, let's stay the fuck focus, Meg. All right, guys, this one is for real. Okay. Diana, cue up that video and go. All right, guys, when you think you know, wave your arms. Could be anything. Oh my stars. It could be anything. All right, Dustin first. Dustin, what is it?
It appears to be a dog wearing what might be like a squid outfit. I'm not sure what it's wearing, but it's a dog. It's a dog.
All right.
It's a lobster.
Who else? It is
Oh,
in
it's a
fact a
lobster.
lobster. Yes, it is a dog in a lobster contest or costume. We would have also accepted crustacean. All right. Amazing, guys. All right. That was round one, official round. All right, guys, let's do that next video. Go. All right. I hope you at home are making a lot of noise and yelling at the screen. All right, guys. It could be anything. Yes. All right. I see Zak. Frantic wave.
Is it a shark of some sort?
I actually don't know. Let's continue. And it is. Yes. Melissa, can you confirm, is a dogfish a type of shark?
Yes.
Perfect. Yes. All right.
Okay.
Are these all
Very nice.
dogs? Is that I'm just gonna start yelling dog.
Is that a possible trend?
Oh, they're
We'll
both.
never tell. All right, guys. Next video and go for it. Oh my gosh, it could be anything. Is it a badger? No. Oh my stars, I see some colors.
Go.
Could be yes. All right, beautiful. I see Dustin.
I believe that is another dog. This one appears to be wearing either a turtle or maybe a dinosaur outfit.
And
red
no.
shark.
Yes. Who's next, Zak? Did you have a?
It's a dog wearing a turtle costume.
It is. It is. In fact, very. Wait, I'm so sorry. This is supposed to be a frog costume, but I would also say it looks like a turtle. Okay. All right, we're gonna say both teams get a point there. Both teams get a point. All right, friends. We have one more. This is the final video. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Oh God.
Could be anything.
This is stressful.
It is so stressful. Come on, you guys. Your reputation depends on this.
Is it soft serve?
It could be soft serve.
Oh,
Yeah, oh, right. Oh, Melissa.
It's shark dog.
It is the shark dog. Annie, is that also what you were going to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a shark dog.
I was gonna say 2 shark dogs though.
Oh,
2 shark dogs.
oh.
you know what? That is
Is the thing.
technically more correct. It is 2 shark dogs. We're going to wait to see who is the game winner, as they don't let me keep track of the scores. And I'm not saying because of an earlier incident. They never do, because I'm not good with math. So we're going to wait to see who the game winner is in just a moment. I think it's going to be announced. And the team winner is Team C. Yes!
Yes!
Give it up, Team C!
Yes, yes,
All
yes, yes.
right. Amazing. Oh
You
man, guys.
They deserve to win something tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's fair.
Guys,
Votes
I
haven't
think
been
we are
counted.
all
Don't
just
be
dogs
salty.
in sweaters. All right. Friends, so excited because now we have heard our opinions from our experts and our hype men. Now it is time to hear from you, audience members. That's right. It is time for the audience endorsements. What? All right, guys. So, just as a quick reminder, these are going to be audience endorsements. These aren't going to be questions for our experts or hype men, but definitely find them on social media if you have follow-up questions or you want to chat. I know they'd be happy to discuss time permitting another time. All right, so we do have some comments here. Zach and Dustin, if you'll join us as we're still tabulating endorsements.
I'd like to point out that this is actually my roommate, Taylor. So shout out to the next room.
Hey, Taylor.
She says here that sea baths are better. Sea baths are better than mud baths, and I would have to agree.
Fair. No one ever gets land sick though.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
That's why they go to the
Well,
We're in
but
a,
it's not
we're in
called
a
land.
pandemic right now, Dustin.
Okay, if you didn't like that one, I would like to refer you to Brian Cantor's comment, which was, "The sea is the world's largest toilet."
Oh, well, I
Extraordinarily true.
That's true. That's true. We also have Caitlin Short up on the screen right now. Where would we get all our salt without the sea? I don't know. I can be awful salty.
All right.
Right. You settle down. I'm the MC, Dustin. I don't need to be censored by you. This is 2020. All right. Oh, Meredith Ward, Team C.
What? Thank you, Meredith.
Okay, that's one endorsement.
Thank you.
Okay.
Important work.
Brittany
Amazing.
Beckett. I know Brittany from New York. She's a teacher. I know she's supporting Team Land. I don't even have to ask her.
Are you kidding me? She's always been in support of Team Zach. So Team C all the way.
That's fair. Jessica's Team Land. That's right, Jessica. Thank you. You're on the right side of history and on the right side of the coastline.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Connor 6306. Yes, live by Sebastian Orsigan.
Life is
I
better
would
now.
Yes.
Ha. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Kavitha, Team Land, mountains, soil, and canyons. Oh my, obviously.
So true. So true.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
love it.
Oh, look at all those emojis. Some of those emojis are so obscure.
Yes.
We can't even see them.
Listen, we could debate all night or all day or all week about the biodiversity, level of biodiversity on land versus ocean, but I think someone maybe should take a second and look at the number of land-based animal emojis versus the number of sea-based animal emojis, and whichever one is more, I think that's like the scientific way of doing it.
Please,
Right.
someone count those up for us.
Someone
Let us
do the tally.
Mhm.
We should have done that.
Amphibians count for Team C. Just putting it out there.
That's you can have them. We have like 7-8 cat emojis alone.
Guys, so in addition to those audience endorsements, we do also have some comments here. So we've got some pretty sweet comments. Zach, Dustin, anything that you want to highlight right now?
Let's do it.
Oh, I do love Ron's comment here. Also, the toughest life form that we know is the water bear, or the little tardigrade, as Ron says. You know, water bear.
Yeah. So, and where does that live normally? And where do we talk about why it's so amazing? Because it can live in the vacuum of space,
No,
which
no,
is not
no.
land or sea.
Your question, Dustin, where does it normally live? It normally lives in water. It always lives near some form of water. It can survive out of water because it's robust. It knows what's going on. It doesn't prefer to live in a dry land. Ugh.
Sounds like it's leveling up evolutionarily. It's leveling up. It's taking the next step.
I just love the idea of adding robust to the water bear description. Every positive attribute can be given to water bear, and robust is definitely something. We should all try to be more water bear like next year. I think 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I have another question. Rachel seems to be echoing this as well. We haven't found SpongeBob yet, so doesn't that mean we have failed as scientists?
Hey, we've talked about this. We're no more about our moon than we do our own oceans. Give us the funding. We'll produce tons of SpongeBobs.
That's true. It's true.
We do need to get our shit together.
Wait till we have moon bobs. There could be moon bobs. We don't know.
Yes. Oh, and Stacey Nickerson Hall.
Wow. Wow.
I like that she threw in the dye there, just so you know that they dye dry.
I mean, my lord, I
Wow.
hope I do. Dear God. Amazing. All right, guys. Loving this. All kinds of like fucking brilliant stuff. You guys are amazing audience. You guys are amazing experts and hype men right now. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, all good things have to come to a conclusion. And now I am excited that we are getting ready for our closing statements by our team captains, Dustin Growick, Team Land. Take it away.
This has been great. Any excuse to nerd out with other hardcore science nerds about whatever we're arguing is always a good night. I love to talk through the hypotheticals because we learn stuff and we have fun along the way. But we're doing that squarely on land. I hope everyone's computer is staying dry during this. No, I've learned a ton. This has been a ton of fun, but I keep coming back to the idea of like leveling up, evolutionarily speaking, and literally, not actual level of water, of land above water, but land is where human beings have evolved. It is where the challenges that we are currently fighting and addressing as a species, not just for our own safety and longevity, but with that of countless innumerable other species is happening right now and in the future. Land, wherever that may be, is where we're going to live, both here on this planet and possibly in other planets. And that is why the longest journey starts with the first step, not with the first paddle. And why I want to harken back to what my expert, the brilliant Annie Novak, said. It is why this is called Earth, not planet water. The very last thing I want to mention before I sign off, it was probably the best thing I've seen in the chat and maybe heard all day today. The final thing I want to say, and the reason why you should absolutely vote for Team Land, is like William Otis said, it's not called Four Seasons Total Seascaping.
Bravo.
Oh, Lord. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Team Land. Yes. All right, closing statement. Give it the hell up, Zak Martellucci, Team C.
I just want to first off thank my mom for being here. That was Stacy in the comments. She is the one who texted me before this. We are born wet, not dry. She also I think like it's very nice of her that she texted me this photo. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just so you know, like I love the ocean, clearly. And I could just like spout all these amazing things about the ocean at you, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to simply leave you with this. Remember that the ocean regulates our climate. It provides endless opportunities for resources and curiosity, right? It is literally a place for us to explore. It is the closest we can come to the final frontier, and it leaves us with these amazing animals and the strangest of myths and legends. It is at risk as well, and climate change is real, right? Our oceans are being hit the hardest, and without our oceans, we are fucking screwed, okay, everyone? You can just wave goodbye to the world we once knew. So which one is better? Which one is more alluring? Which one will save our lives? It's the sea. Don't vote for land tonight. Don't be shellfish, okay? Don't be naughty, Don't succumb to peer pressure from Team Land, okay? Instead, vote for the sea. And if you don't vote for the sea, I just got to say this, you've got some serious fish use.
Oh, shit. Give it up, Team C.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. Keeping everything above board there. Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen. I'm on it. Guys, I am so excited. We have heard from our experts. We have heard from our hype men. It is now time to kick this voting off. So we have dropped a new link in our YouTube comments. So take a gander. You'll see it's a little bit.ly. So you'll go there and you want to make your vote count. And if you think I'm going to, there's nothing to comment on there. There's nothing relevant there. Make your vote count. We live in a fucking democracy. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am excited because there's one thing that you can't vote for, and it is my affections. And so what we have tonight is the Meg's Gold Star Award winner. And man, I got to say, it was tough because you didn't know this, but I've been watching you through all of your cameras. And I've been enjoying getting to know all of you and where it is that you're quarantining. And I am excited that I can announce that Meg's Gold Star Award winner is going to be Ron Nerwishaw. You give it up for Ron.
Hey,
Yes.
that's my friend Ron. Nice work, Ron.
Congratulations,
Way to
Ron.
participate.
Mhm.
Ron participated by reminding us that we now, in fact, all have an animal to become this year. In 2021, we will be like the rugged and the resilient water fucking bears. Give it up for Ron one more time. Killing it, Ron.
Well done, Ron.
You don't win anything but my goodwill. But man, in 2020, does that count for a lot? Because I'm getting pretty pessimistic. So fantastic. Guys, I want to say a big thank you to everyone for being here tonight. This has been a hell of a year, of course, and I want to give a big thanks again to of course, Dustin and Zak, to Annie, to Melissa, to everybody that was able to join us right now. You could be anywhere on the internet right now. I will not say in the world. Please don't be anywhere in the world. Let us try to solve this shit. But damn it, we are excited that you're here with us tonight. And please know that if you're feeling sad and alone, that you aren't, and you're doing really great. And I'm really proud of you, which you might think is probably just me blowing smoke, but it isn't. I think you're really cool. Amazing. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have, in fact, the winner of Versus. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is going to be revealed. Let us all please give a drum roll. Land versus sea. And the winner is Team C!
Yeah!
Oh my goodness.
Melissa,
oh
you
my
did
goodness.
it. Amazing.
Amazing. Give it one more time for Melissa and Annie. Fucking amazing experts. Woo! Yes. Guys, give it up for yourselves for being here tonight. We're so excited that you guys are here, killing it. Guys, my name is Meg Pierson. You guys have been the audience. Have a really, really good night, and please make good choices. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, friends.